Sunday, August the 7th, 2016. And I'm down in Somerleyton, again on the Wherry line, as you can see there, about to undertake walk 6, which is a Somerleyton circular of about 8 miles. It's another lovely day, a bit on the breezy side, as you can see there, and because this is quite open country, big skies country as they call it, it could come up on the audio. Hopefully the wind buster will work. Interesting rail line this. Train from Norwich across the marshes very slowly. I don't know if the two things are related, but never known a train goes so slowly. I think we're in Suffolk actually here, not Norfolk, but either ways it's a lovely day for walking. It's about 70 degrees now, I should say, and the breeze is just taking the stickiness out of the air. It's 11:30ish now, so return train's about 4, so that's the one I'm aiming to get. Let's see how we get on. Quite a dilapidated station here. I think this is a residence now, looking at it. Former glories. Okay, we're going to be following the Angles Way for some distance. The Angles Way is a long distance footpath between Great Yarmouth and Knettishall Heath near Thetford. So don't get confused by following the direct track opposite the station. We're going up this country lane, which in fact is Station Road. One of the more quiet station roads I've seen in my journeys. Somerleyton is pretty much only known for its hall, which we'll get a glimpse of later. Turn right here following the Angles Way, past Waveney Grange Farm. Although this sandy track is dry and sandy today, evidence there that in season it could be very muddy down here. Point 3 of the text refers to a fork in the track, and lo and behold, we branch off left here. Keeping the wood to the right. Very pleasant mixed deciduous wood it is as well. So that answers my question. We are still in Norfolk. Just. There's evidence of what I mean. Even though it hasn't rained for days, still water hanging around in sheltered patches. One more pigeon less. Breakfast for some kind of hawk this morning, I would have thought. A very pleasant fern-lined walk at the moment. Very appropriately cool as we approach midday. There are in fact loads of dragonflies and such on the branches, but I can't get to film one, they never stay long enough. There you go. Double-winged one. Big old things as well. The way his head's twitching. Lovely green colour. Continuing on the Angles Way, point 4, bear right. Very breezy here. See the old thistle seeds scattering now. Very pleasant views. Walk there as well. Couple of swans there. So as you can see, we are now in Suffolk, so somewhere I've crossed the border. 175 metres on, go through the squeeze gap, which is no longer there, to continue following the Angles Way. Information, this point is about a mile from the beginning, so I'm reliably informed by my GPS. Pleasant walking at the moment through ferns and quite close to water level, sea level. Railway line and the River Wherry's over on the right. Little oak apple there on this oak tree. Suffolk Council are doing a good maintenance job on this path. I should imagine this is an ongoing procedure. Lots of vegetation to keep back. We've also got a Broads Authority monitoring this as well. Across the boardwalk, a little stream full of wildlife, midge larvae and God knows what else. And a very interesting river weed here, or oxygenator. Oh, great place for birds, of which I can hear a few on my left. Not much noise today, but just the odd few. Sounds like a tit to me. Could be a marsh or a willow. God knows. I think that's a peacock, getting its energy from the sun. Not brilliant on my butterflies. It's a peacock and not a tortoiseshell, because it's quite large. Not a peacock, a red admiral, sorry. This section hasn't been as recently maintained as the last bit. Number of briars overhanging, and I haven't brought my secateurs today. It's interesting because immediately on my left, when you get to see the open spaces, it's sort of heathy land, and yet on the right there's a distinct border here. We're in verdant marsh territory. Lovely silver willow there. Do like to see that. Now, at the appropriately named Sandy Lane, we take a left uphill. I must say this has been a very pleasant walk thus far. Haven't seen a soul. About 45 minutes in. Now following Wadling Lane for 190 metres. Now taking a right, following this field edge. So the scenery is going to change again now. Having left behind the lovely Marshlands scenery. Like it was a rape field a short time ago, now been cut. Great windbreak of poplars there. and you can hear the rustle. They're doing their job. That lightning struck tree. Always very stark looking, aren't they? Usually home to a bird of prey sitting on the top of them. Not today though. Not sure if that's daisies or chamomile. As it's in a field, it could well be chamomile. Might be grown for tea. On style, and a fairly busy road here to cross just before getting to the park wall. Turning left. Turn left past the paddock where it looks like mother and baby are having a good feed. Happy enough. Point 8 of the text, a bit of road walking along this quiet metal road with glimpses of Somerleyton Hall on the left apparently. You can tell by the trees that we're getting into man-made regions now. Very easy to miss. Signed footpath on the left just after Park Farm. I was busy focusing ahead, nearly missed it. Anyway, didn't, so let's carry on. Filled with borage, I think it is. Not sure what it is actually. Could be animal feed, it could be something for us. Yeah, looking at the bulbs on them, they look like some kind of beet. Park Farm over there on the right. Now passing a field of one of my favourite vegetables. Broad beans. Now entering a pleasant wooded area again. Perfect for this kind of day, midday sun and all that. Finger post markers have gone. So as I'm assuming I'm now at the western boundary, per point 10 I think it is of the text, it says follow the path to the right through the trees. So let's take this and see what happens. Now on the outskirts of Lound, on Lound Heath, man-made pit. I also spot a handily positioned picnic table there. That would be useful, because there isn't a church as such in Lound. Okay, so it's 1:30. I'll have my lunch here, I think. Nice and peaceful. No church for a while. I'm exposed to the midday sun, but can't have it all, I suppose. Okay, lunch has been had. 15-minute break. 1:45 now. Got 2¼ hours to get back to the station to do the remaining 4 mile. Walking up this very pleasant green lane. Community spirit in action. There she blows. And one of those round towered churches in the background. Interesting. Village made in. Potential lunchtime stop. Now open, implying it could have been closed at some point. I wonder what that indicates. Anyway, the village pond, which is opposite the pub. Decent enough looking pub. Okay, now entering the Somerleyton estate. Snakes Lane footpath. Very difficult to read what's written on that sign because of the vegetation. Anyway, it's immediately after the pub. Pleasant field edge walk in now, especially with the accompaniment of yellowhammers in this hedgerow. That pub's well positioned for this walk. It's about halfway through the walk and clearly smack bang on it. Lovely blue flower. I wonder if that's linseed. Or more like, no, it's not a cornflower. God knows. What's good to see here though is that they've got a clear 10-metre boundary of wildflower meadow by the looks of it. Somerleyton estate managed by Suffolk County Council. Or at least a footpath is. Nice to see this new hedgerow planted. Mixture of hawthorn and oak by the looks of it. Very good. And behind it, another field of wheat waiting to be cut. Well cooked as well. Ashby Church, which I think we're going to look at in a minute. One of those round towered affairs again. No footpath marker here at this junction, but the onward journey is left per the notes. St Mary's Ashby, and what a fitting memorial just in front. Just an American serviceman. USA 8th Army Air Force. God rest their souls. Still in use. Very interesting, these round towers, albeit that they're not really round. I think they're 6 or 8 sided. This one's thatched as well, and in good order. Interesting sundial there, modern edition. Seems to be accurate as well, time wise. There's actually a bench here outside the church, so that would have made another possible lunchtime stop, albeit an extra 2 kilometres on. And there's the outlook. And the benefit of this one is it's protected by the shade of some trees. Nice copper beach. Path marker here could easily be missed, but per the text, turn right here, sticking with the Angles Way again. Up this hedged lane. Outside the entrance now of Somerleyton Hall. This lovely thatched lodge house there. Burgundy colour must be the estate colours. English Heritage Grade 2 Garden, Historic Houses Association. I think I've been here before as a little child. Get a glimpse of the house through these trees over the wall. Don't know too much about the history, but one to Google, I guess. Now that is what you call a school. Somerleyton Junior School. Amazing building. Lovely garden at the rear as well, where the kids obviously learn about bug houses and everything. Lovely place. Some of the thatched houses on the village green. Village sign. Water pump there dating to 1859. Okay, this tower, very modern, erected in 2010 to commemorate hovercraft. Cockerell, I think it's the guy's name. Some connection with Somerleyton. Again, one to Google. See our hovercraft at the top. Unfortunately, the inscription is all around the column in a circle, so I can't really film that. But I think it's Christopher Cockerell. Apparently he tested the first one on the River Waveney, which is obviously close by. He died in 1999, so relatively recently. Lovely estate cottages here. Some thatched, some not. Even the post office and village stores is in the corporate colours. Looks like it's under renovation at the minute. Very pleasant village duck pond. Lovely willow. And the bale of straw down there to keep down the weed, duckweed I think. Fight going on over there between those moorhens. Bottoms up over there. Don't think that's quite what the straw was designed for. Sun deck for ducks. Got the Duke's Head here, which is a possible refreshment stop prior to going to the station, which I think is about 15 minutes away, and that's about all I've got prior to my train leaving, I think, so I can't stop in there, unfortunately. The text refers to the left turning in the hedge being opposite garage 13, but it's actually more like garage 12, because there's 13 over there. And I'm stood next to 12 here, having just come down up from that way. Anyway, still the Angles way. Anyway, according to the text, we diverge away from the Angles way, which is Somerleyton Marina. And a cloud of dust. And continue on that path track over there. There's a view of said marina. Okay, here we are at Somerleyton Brickfields, filming this inscription. Interesting actually that there should be brickworks here, because I didn't associate this area with clay. But there you go. Liverpool Street Railway Station, as you can see. It's got some of the bricks in it. And transported by boat. Fantastic. And now this is all that we have left of them. These fields behind here were where the bricks were excavated, or the clay was excavated, and clearly made in factory here, which is now a wonderful meadow. There you go, that's all that's left of the brickworks. Obviously there's a load of brickworks in Bedfordshire and Halsey near where I'm from. Wouldn't have expected one down here though. Quite impressed with this place, Somerleyton. Very nice village. Here we are. That lane comes out immediately opposite the station. We went up that way this morning, and this lane is where you finish. Wonderful walk that was. Oh, that's a view from just behind the platform. Lovely walk that was, 8 miles. Hips okay actually as I speak, touch wood at the moment. I had acupuncture Friday and they explained things. And here comes the Lowestoft bound train. And as I say, it's amazing how slow they go. They creep in. It's a bit to do with the marshy conditions. So, Wherry Lines walk number 6 completed. Lots of variety in that walk. Took me a bit longer than anticipated, but then again, plenty to see and film. Very enjoyable walk. And I've still got half hour left before the train comes in, so no problem. I've actually recorded 8.24 miles and 3:45. Anyway, highly recommended that walk.